Do you think today's parents are simply more emotionally aware than previous generation?
Yes, now parents are becoming more lenient now. You bear me witness. You are a parent. You have kids at home. The way you are training your child now.
But are we supposed to bring that on this show?
Yes, it is free flow. Are we supposed to hide anything? So, Lomale, it's free flow now. So let's be free and let's flow so that we can flow.
All right.
Like Kenny said. You call them so okay. This is all.
All right, welcome to another section on FreeFlow Podcast brought to you by RK Record. I believe your week has been going so well, and today we have another episode that has to do with family, that has to do with responsibility, and that has to do with how well have we been relating the older generation to the new generation. Today we're going to be talking about old generation parenting against the new generation parenting, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. And part of it is today we're going to be talking about family. We're going to be talking about group chat. We're going to be talking about a whole lot of things. You know, some younger generations feel like those who had been before now, our parents, and some of us who by privilege were part of the older generation, we didn't really do well for ourselves. We're not on our feet. We didn't have enough right to a lot of things. They feel like they are the one making it happen. Talking about the Gen Zs, you know. So today we're going to be talking about the older generations against the generation we have now. That's what we'll be doing fully on FreeFlow Podcast, brought to you by RK Records. My name is Emijo, your host, and today I'm joined with is an international global face when it comes to comedy music. Yeah, and a whole lot of you know him very, very well with a very, very strong trending song, Director Me. Yeah, most of you know that song and you know him so well. Let's meet Dr. BENGU, alias No Condition is Permanent. How you doing, sir?
I'm fine. Good afternoon. Sorry, good evening or good morning.
Whatever. We have a lot of people that watch in the morning, afternoon, and night.
That's why I had to combine everything together.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Now, a lot of persons know you as Dr. BENGU alias No Condition is Permanent. Recent name, Director Me. Let's meet you in full. Who is BENGU beyond the name BENGU?
My name is Adedino Adekunle David Ayotunde Akanwo.
Yeah.
Most people call me Dr. BENGU alias No Condition is Permanent. That's me.
That's you.
That's me. This is me.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Nothing more. No more. No less. No more.
I told you I'm in for a lot today. Okay, so Doctor, before we go into the meeting we have today, how's it been managing your fame so far? It's been a wonderful ride. So how's it been? Are you really coping with it?
Yeah, it's been good, and we had to. I'll tell you something, like it's not easy, but it's something you pray for. Yeah. When Adekunle go sang the song like, I wanted the fame, but I don't know, say the thing go hard. So we thought it was just ordinary lyrics and we are actually coping with it. But now I understand fully well how the thing is. Managing it in terms of people feels like when you have the fame, you are 100 times richer than the way you were before.
Yeah.
In the first phase, Billy. Yeah.
But why do people really think like that? Once you start trending, they just feel like, oh, this guy's in money already, and you are
that's
going
what
for
people
shows back
believe
to
now.
back.
Even in my DM, like that, I seen somebody has saying that I was giving that didn't Malu. I'm not joking. I'm not capping. Yeah. So there are so many things that people just feel like. Just immediately you have that fame, it comes with a lot of money, almost immediately.
So wait, let me come back to our own Nigerian language. So person go look you like this now, say, in Papa make you buy a cow for him because they see you online.
And that one are just 1% out of 10 of billion with it. They are different, but in as much as you people even you don't know, not to talk of people that you know, that you just have to explain. Then managing fame aside, monetary aspects to some other aspect of it, exposures, different shows, meeting people, connecting with next levels, and it's something like it's worth it, and we thank God.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, so quickly, let's go into the matter of the day
Okay.
and more reasons why we are seated. We're going to be talking about older generations to the new generations we have now. So quickly, older generation parenting versus new generation parenting. Which one is better? Now let me put this in. Many of us grow up hearing things like, when I was your age, my parents would never allow that. Children of these days, do you get? Children these days are too soft, stuff like that. So let's start from there. Let's take it from there. Older parenting and this new generation. Which one do you think is much more better?
And when we were growing up, I love the kind of parenting we had then, because I believe um, these are the things that we see. I think before we started this podcast, I think we were saying something that is related to this particular question about someone who came to perform at a show. He was a student of an institution presently, and attended a show that he had elder people, older people, and the first thing he said when he wanted to be like, "What's up, guys?" Like when we were growing up, you dare not, see people that older than you. I don't know what kind of music you do, alternative music or not. You're not gonna say, "What's up, guys?" I'm gonna walk away one bit, tamba bare, me. You get it? So the kind of parenting we had then, something sometimes now, some people say we have Gen Z, we have different kind of generations, and the generation we had now, the kind of parenting they have now, things are really changing. Back then, we believe that when you train your child, when you do anything wrong, the best thing is just to beat. Even when you're in school, teachers will beat. You get back home and you say, "Teacher, me know me." And the next thing your parents will say, "I kid the one or shake." And what you doing? Okay. What you buying? Some parents will actually tell you that my fed you as teacher have me know. But now you now see that one normal school like this, parents will follow their child to school like hello normal me. I'm not talking about those who taman normal, taman nanina kunao. But things are really changing from the way we parent our child right now compared to how we were brought up. Kind of there's a particular joke that we'll say, but it's not actually probably like comedy, but it's something that happens very well. Like when your parents want to communicate with you, eye contact, that they don't need to talk to you. Probably you have visitors around and you are running around the house. When they just blink like this, you know the meaning. Sometimes when they just look at you, just ordinary look. Sometimes they just look at you and they laugh. You know the meaning already. But now, wàá ṣẹ́jú sọ́mọ mi, wàá nojú mọ́mì kí ló ṣe yín lójú, kí ló tẹ̀ ń ṣẹ́jú sí mi, dàbẹ́ kí ló tẹ̀ yín náà ń ṣẹ́jú sọ́mọ. You get it? Or probably you go to a visitor's and they tell you, "Ibi tá à ń lọ yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ jẹun o." And you now get there and they give you food. The next thing you now ask, "Mọ́mì ṣe kí n jẹ oúnjẹ yẹn?" The next thing you just ask, má worry, ó yá jẹ. They are kind of, like when you get home, how the house will be with you. So, me, I would still prefer the older generation.
Okay,
because when you look at morals, when you look at even now, there are some things like some of us will not do. It's not because we are not capable of doing it, but because the way we are being brought up, we cannot define it. I'm not saying giving definition to it, but define it in the sense that we cannot break that rule till now, that we still believe like probably we are being watched or we have been put on a line that we should follow, and that's the part.
Okay, now let me quickly say this. He said, but for some time, okay, but at some point, or some time, many young people today believe that the old school method of training caused more harm than good. So today, let's quickly look at some matters, because the truth is, the children of these generations see things differently. They enjoy what we never enjoyed. They have access to a lot of things that we never had access to. As at then, I remember vividly well, you dare not go close to my dad's device. I don't want to know how mad you say you are. You can't go close, you know. But these days, the children of now, from 8, 5, 4, they're already handling some device that you would not even. Now, let me ask you real quick. Do you think children from the older generations were actually more disciplined than children today, or were they simply more afraid of the consequences?
From the older generations, I think we had more discipline than children of nowadays, in the sense that when you're talking about technology in your question, that the world advances. The way we were being trained is different from the way our parents were being trained, then the generation before them, and generation after us, and the same way generation after them will be trained. You know, iron large system. This is the 21st century, and when we were growing up, school then I could remember the only thing we had access to when it comes to technology is when we had computer classes, and our computer class probably it's only probably just 4 computer system desktop that
Yeah,
you have access to.
for
Now,
over 50
over
students to
50
share.
students now be going in 4. And the only thing you
Yeah, I
go
also
and
had that
check is
experience.
they just open Microsoft Word. You will not press. You know you don't have you do.
You don't have the rights to press.
It's not compulsory that you know it. Once you just enter, sit on that table. You now look at those desktop. This is CorelDRAW. You go to game. They say play Road Rash. You play game. After you play the game, they say, have you seen it? You've seen it. This is mouse. This is CPU. This is.
You go and draw
have you seen
everything in
this
the
is
book.
Keyboard. Have you seen it? Now 4 of you will go out. Another 4 will come out. It's a computer practical. So, but now, you know, see, at home like this, you have access to laptop. Like now, when children are going to school now, they have access to take their own laptop to school. You know, they have system at home. They have access to ChatGPT. Who is even Google then? We don't have. There's nothing like Google talk less of ChatGPT. You know. Yes,
it's Microsoft, and that is only in the cafe.
No, that was when if you have access to go. That's when if you have email. The only thing we do then is just send email and come back. We don't know. Probably we want to search anything. So now that they have access to most of these things now, give them advances to know so many things. You know, it helps and it aids education faster. You know, to know so many things aside from school, you know. But because then I would not fashion it to the fact that you said that we are afraid of consequences, or probably they are more disciplined than the newer generation. It's just that we don't really have access to what they have access to now. So what they have access to now give them exposure more than what we were exposed to. Ayeti laju ju when we were growing up.
Okay, let's take it further.
Okay.
A whole lot of people say
mathematics.
Further maths. All right. A lot of people say parents today are becoming too soft and too understanding. Do you agree that modern parenting has become too soft, or do you think today's parents are simply more emotionally aware than previous generation?
Yes, now parents are becoming more lenient now. You bear me witness. You are a parent. You have kids at home. The way you are training your child.
But are we supposed to bring that on this show?
Yes, it is free flow. Are we supposed to hide anything? So, normally, it's free flow now. So let's be free and let's flow so that we can flow.
All right.
Like Kenny said. You call them so oh God.
All right, moving on.
Back to the question. You see,
okay, let me take it again.
I understand. I'm just joking.
All right, let's go.
What we are saying, parents, then, you know, we are being lenient right now to kids. You will bear me witness that when we were young, at home, your father is not your dad is not around, and you are playing. Immediately, probably you hear the sound of the car, or probably he knocks the door, you hear his voice. I don't want to know what you are doing. If you are in the sitting room, you run to the bedroom. Until you come inside, he will be the one to ask, Kunle nko. Nana say, oh, anule Kunle. Why should I get sa? Why should daddy wa? Probably there's that fear there. It's not that probably he might not even beat you, but parents of nowadays now, we are being lenient to some extent. Like, we don't want to create that fear because some people are now realize there are some points that people bring out. Like, when you create fear into your child, the world is becoming more technological, and they go out there, meet new people, new idea. They meet children from different homes, and they come back. They would be afraid to talk about anything that happens out there. Some children becomes victims of so many things that they will not come back home to tell their parents, and they will nurture it, and it will keep affecting them. Some will have low self-esteem right from there. They will not be able to mix up with people. They will not be able to mix up. That's why some people develop phobia to face the crowd, phobia to express themselves. Some people just keep themselves to. So it creates so many things that people have discovered, and I feel like this should not happen. If this happens to me, this shouldn't happen to my child. Okay, what are the mistakes we made? And okay, if you notice, fathers right now, they are not too rigid like the way our fathers used to be.
Up, yeah.
So we are becoming more lenient and we understand the fact that children tend to get more closer attached to their mother than their fathers, and they feel like in symbolics of mommy that my daddy go, and it's this same mommy that will go and tell daddy. But now fathers really wants to get closer to their child. Like, okay, let me have a way that we can have more. There are some children that will tell you, like, I can even talk to my daddy than my mother, because they are creating that closeness now.
A bond.
So I think that really answers that question.
Okay, growing up, punishment was a major part of parenting in many homes.
Mm-hmm.
Some people believe strict punishment builds character, while others believe it creates trauma. Should parents still use strict punishments to correct children today, or is there a better approach?
There are different approaches, and it depends. Even the Bible says, "Ayamade only we this kuma laugh later." It's not like you call all okuma lomo lomo. It's just like a proverb. Children we believe that they can do anything, and if you don't correct them, that's what you keep doing.
Yeah.
Punishment back then, see, it's until later that you understand, like, if you beat, when you keep beating, at a point in time, you start beating, and the next thing you say that Tebi wants in a mini. Me, like this, when I was in secondary school, they beat me to the next time, like we feel like I say we can't get bad. Like, even when you beat now, it will not have any meaning on them again. So, but punishment to some extent, that's why you see soldiers. Sometimes soldiers, when they want to punish you, they don't beat. They give you punishment that you even say that you get it. So punishment, I can remember that, and there's different kind of punishment that when they tell you go and stood down. Only that when you stood down, kneeling down, close your eyes, raise up your hand, raise one leg, cigar burn you. That different kind of punishment that.
Can you give us like 5 different punishment that you actually faced when you were coming up?
Cigar burner.
1.
I stood down.
2.
You can't wear yellow buruju. They'll tell you go and sit down at the corner of the house. Joko there. Just sit down. You not back anything. You just sit down as if you're on bike like this. You do like this.
Okay.
You raise one leg and you raise one leg. Sorry, we'll come back then. You raise one leg like this, like udoko there.
So that's 3, 4.
That's 3.
That's 3 now.
Okay, there's one that you sit down on the floor. You raise your leg like this. You raise everything like this.
But I think that one is for when you want to burn belly fat now.
Okay, try it for 5 minutes. See if you not pass out.
So, okay, let's take that as 4.
So
number 5.
And there's one that you think like is very, very simple. But my brother, if you try it, you know that it's not simple. They just say, go and sit down at the corner of the higunle. Just sit down. Or not, just sit. You just sit. Just sit, Nikan. Baba me, if you sit down for 1 hour, you know that thing is more than. You now be seeing your mates like this. One must start running around the house like this. If you don't want,
you can't turn,
you cannot turn, you cannot talk, you cannot do anything, you cannot join them.
Wow.
So most of these things, like the one they tell you, say, see, I'll grant you for 2 hours. I'll call you 2 hours, I'll correct that straight. I'll tell you, oh, yeah, Babylon, go and sit down. Go and stood down there. Go and raise up your hands. So then um punishment and all those things are far, far more effective. Yes, I think are effective because now and I don't think they do that anymore now.
Yeah.
But I can still some homes too will still do that to their child. Yes, not in a terrible way that they want to wound the child, but make them have the fear of someone in the house like Timo Bashele, this is what my dad would do, this is what I don't want this to happen to me. Let me just be careful of what I do. So moderately, that's what we do, not to the excess.
Okay. So now let's go to the next talk on the list. Children today seems to have more freedom to express themselves, make decisions, and question authority. Do you think giving children too much freedom is helping them grow, or is it creating more problems for the society? One thing we noticed today is that many parents say they want to be friends with their children. Back then, parents wanted respect first instead of being friends with your parents. So, how do we keep a balance on that? Do they really have freedom? And that freedom is bringing them to some kids now see their parents as paddy.
And now, like you talk to your child, they have freedom to ask you any question, talk to you. It's part of what I said the other time. When you are being friend closer to your child, when are not be rigid, you want them to talk to you, you want them to relate with you much more better. It's something that is good, but it depends on the way you make them give you the respect. You get it. You don't just have to open it fully to ask you questions in a disrespectful way, or go out to disrespect you or to disrespect people out there. If they go out there, you must be expressive. You must be able to talk, say your mind, ask questions if you are not clear about anything, but not to disrespect. Those are two different things entirely. So giving children freedom to express themselves is a good thing to learn, but not to disrespect. So it now depends on you, how you train your child, to go out there to now represent your family.
Okay. Now, do you think the older generation raised tougher and more responsible adults than what we are seeing today? Or is every generation simply dealing with different challenges? Mental health and emotional intelligence are now major topics. Many children today are encouraged to express their emotions and talk about how they feel, unlike that of before. So what do you think about that? Or should I still take it one more time?
Yeah, take it one more time,
Okay.
since you are ready.
Do you think the older generation raised tougher and more responsible adults than what we are seeing today?
Well, in terms of being responsible adults, I think older generation still has it. I still give it to them, because the younger generation now, then aside from the fact that you still want to do like our parents then will still have it in mind, like, if I do this, if I do this, I can see not all parents, some irresponsible parents. Let me put it in that way. Because
so do you agree that we have parents that are also irresponsible?
Some people are not responsible enough to take care of their family.
Sorry, let me ask you. Wait, let me ask you. How do you know a parent that is not responsible?
If you are responsible, what is responsibility in the first place? Responsibility, if you have anything you are taking care of, that's something that's in care of you. That is, you have some responsibilities of things to take care of. Not even a child now. Now, if you have a car, you have a phone, you are responsible for that phone, for the upkeeping, for the repair and all. So if you actually see your car being tattered, you know that this person okay ni moto yẹn ni kò tiẹ̀ tọ́jú ẹ̀ dáadáa. So it's the same way probably you have a child, you are not taking good care of it, you are not training the child well, you are not parenting well, because it's part of your responsibility, you get. So talking about irresponsible parents, it's not like probably we are saying that Ele, are irresponsible, but the fact that you are not doing what you are supposed to do as a parent, you are not responsible for that child. Now we can call it an irresponsible parent. So that's what I mean by that. So back to the question. Now we have an older generation, much more mature than what we have now. And if we look at it very well, I want to say that most of those things we see, now that we are in the era of social media now, most pictures, videos that you will see, that some people right now, you have to look at some captions on it. Some people say that, mommy and Nikana then you. Daddy and Nikana then you. That means you're saying this is someone's father, this is someone's mother. Back then, that is what our parents are always avoiding, like, I want your brother really. Or probably you just see a man that go out there to be a parlor, to drink alcohol, and they have to find him inside the gutter and bring him back home, and you just feel like maybe that day no you get it. No, it happens. Even till now, we still have it. It happens. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen back then. It happens then. It happens now. But I think we have a higher number of what happens now
than
what we used to have then.
All right. So many children today are encouraged to express their emotions, talk about it, and talk about how they feel. Do you think today's generation are becoming more emotionally intelligent than previous generation? Okay, we've treated. So we've gone there. All right. Should children always obey their parents without questioning them, or should parents encourage their children to ask questions and challenge certain decisions respectfully?
Challenge the decision. You are the parents now. You have one mistake we made is, if your child is actually challenging you or something, you have reasons of doing whatever you do. And your bad people will say, what they mean there is, you have reasons for saying a particular thing. Like, today, I don't want you to go out. The reason why you tell the child not to go out, probably because you are avoiding something like you don't want them to do outside. But the fact that he has to ask you, when you were young, your father did ask you, Emmanuel, but you're not asking, Daddy,
who are you to start?
Once they all tell you, don't go out today. Go out. Nobody is
the question out. Is, who are you first?
That now you start challenging my authority.
Back then, my dad can even tell you, law school in. Law because my dad, I feel okay, let me just chip in this. I feel a lot of things have just changed. Because back then, my dad can actually say, anybody who dad in anybody who dad in on, including anybody in the house. You're not going anywhere. But today, it's a different ballgame entirely.
You ask them, we are not going out. Some people will ask you, why did you say we are not? You dare not ask me why. I have reasons for saying it. And aside from the fact that I'm just saying it like, when you tell your child something, probably you have still reasons, like probably maybe when they hit some certain things, they have some certain reactions, nutrition, and the kind of the things they eat, the kind of the things you want them to be very careful of what they eat. And you do that, and you have reasons for saying it. Some of these activities of stuff you do, they have reasons for telling you not to do it. So I don't think probably we still have common challenge authority here. And that's where it starts from.
Let me chip this in. I once told my daughter to, she wanted to watch a particular movie, and I told her, no, you can't watch this movie right now. And the next thing is, why? Tell me why when I not watch it. I was like, as it, maybe your papa.
I've been like this actress.
Like I was like, let me born you. Who should be why? I should give you reason why I don't want you to watch. So I just think their bridge is just different from what we used to have. Now let's go back. Communication is another major difference between generations. Why do you think communications? Oh, okay. Why do you think we should communicate better with our children? The older generation or the okay, who do you think communicates better with their kids? The older generation or this generation we have now?
Probably, I think that was the third or second question related to what I answered on the show. Uh, I already said it like then we might not have good relationship with our parents in terms of the fact that they were being strict and you might not want to express because you are afraid to talk to them. That's why most people have low self-esteem and
Yeah.
they cannot really talk to people. They cannot express their mind because it starts from there like, Timo Basogon, how would they feel, you know? Um, and some people tends to talk to their mother more than the father because they believe the father is strict and the mother is friendly. So there are some things, there are some money you will want to request from your father. You dare not ask your father directly. You go through the konani. You talk to your mother first. Your mother that will talk to your father about it. The father will not talk to your mother. Your mother will talk to you again on intermediary. So from there, it happens there. But now I think things are changing, and it's one of the things I feel like we should relate more with our kids and our children. Make them expressive. Let them know that whatever happens, they can talk to us. And we should be more friendly with them. Then, in as much as we are trying to become more friendly, we should also put in caution like there's still a gap between parent and children, in as much as we still have to be friends.
Yeah. Sure. All right, now let's bring it to the social media world. Parents today are raising children in a digital world filled with TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and endless online influence. Do you think social media is making parenting easier or harder?
Social media has its own use. It's in different ways. We can say that it helps 100%. But how it happens is if you want social media to spoil your life, it will. If you want social media to reform your life, it will. It depends. Money or any, mokan. You know, that's why even every social media platforms has its own rule. Like if you are 18 plus, YouTube has YouTube Kids. You want to watch anything. There are content on YouTube that it states that not for kids, for kids, even social media pages and all. So you have to regulate whatever is going on. Parenting, social media makes it easy. But if you don't know how to use it, it will definitely jeopardize
Destroy them.
parenting for you.
Okay, so some people argue that modern parents are becoming overprotective. They want to shield their children from every mistake, disappointment, and hardship. Would you say today's parents are overprotecting their children?
It's not being overprotective. They're trying to what new age parenting parents are trying to do is trying to take care of their child, and mistakes that parents back then made, and they don't want to make it again. As like I said the other time, that we are in the new generation and a 21st century, and everything is going more technological and ojutilasi. So what tends to do now is that some of us back then, when we were in school, what some teachers would do to us, that when we get back home and we tell our parents, I just feel like, Odabaye. Some parents now will not take it. One no me by one tele de school. Now, either Ojare ni Ojebi ni o. Gbenga Adeboye did one in his Itu Baba Ita Junior Oba Mistress Ida. Ṣé wọ́n lé mistress yẹn náà too fighting you. It's just a part of the
I
job.
saw a video recently where a young girl, I think she probably she came to school late or she dressed somehow not too cool, and the teacher challenged and the mother came to the school. Now, talking about social media, the mother came to the school, went live on TikTok, and started raising her voice on the teacher. You were literally harassing the teacher openly because the teacher tried to correct
That's what I'm
your
saying. See,
child.
what happened in that video is that's what I'm trying to say. See, the way we are being raised is different. I cannot do something like that. I cannot see if you are saying anything like this. Once it wants to get to a fact that you want to start raising your voice with me, now some people, I don't know, probably where they are raised, they believe like anything wants to do a jar of it. Let's go with violence. Let's go like someone like that might feel like probably I'm protecting my child. I'm trying to be a good parent. Meanwhile, what you did there is actually giving that child another picture of you or the way she should actually do, because that place, that girl is feeling like the mother is protecting her. Now, she will want to do that too, anyway. And that is the way she will actually parent her own child too. So you are inculcating some things into your child with that act. And which I say that you cannot just go there, raise your voice on it. If you have anything to do with it, I've seen a scenario where when I was in secondary school, I think a teacher or Intratech teacher beat my elder sister. And I think it left a mark on her back. And my mom actually, she's also a teacher too. She actually followed us to school following day. Well, she just went to the principal's office. And the teacher can learn. Hey, no way. She teacher let me know. What happens? Why a teacher would beat a child like this? Okay, call the teacher. They went to the principal's office. You beat it again. This is what the child did. Can you call here? And the way they solve it, Emma Binuma, soon happened that we apologized, and that was all. You get it? Not like immediately. Now imagine how we just went into the school and she started shouting right from the gate. From that point, you might think, yeah, you have disgraced that child.
Yeah.
In that first sense. The next day, Toba was school gun. I remember saying, yeah.
Okay, so
like that.
All right, let's move on. When all said and done, every parent wants one thing: to raise successful children. In your opinion, which parenting style produces more successful adults? Is it strict discipline, emotional support, freedom, structure, or a combination of everything?
Everyone has different techniques of how to raise their child. Now, what works for me might not work for someone else. Exactly how you cannot say you want to go into a marriage now. I tell people, you want to get married and you are going to see a marriage counselor. They are now sitting you down telling you stories and advice. It might not work for you, because the person giving you advice might be having issue in his own family. Yeah, will not come out and tell you,
We've seen a scenario where a counselor, a married counselor, is actually a divorcee. I've been a divorcee.
So it happens like that. Like, see, there is no manner to this life. You just have to choose what works for you. There is no father saying that I want to watch. I want family. These are my role model. The way this family I'm with me, you can see a couple like this putting on the same clothes and they are like this. They will get outside, they come and laugh, and when they get back inside, they are fighting again. It happens like that. So, training a child too, we cannot give a particular order. We can only give advice. Okay, don't be too strict, and don't give them too much freedom. Then limit what they watch on social media, and make sure you are following every bit of their day-to-day activity. That's just it.
All right. What's one thing? Let's give credit to probably the older generation or the new generation. So now, let's look at this. What's one thing the older generation absolutely got right about parenting that today's parent should learn from?
Discipline. Inculcating discipline.
Okay, so let's flip it now. What's one thing the new generation is doing better than previous generation when it comes to raising children?
Freedom of expression and being friendly with their child.
Wow. I'm able to clap for you at this point. But sincerely, if you really ask me, I didn't know that being a comedian, you could be
ní pé
so.
mo lọ́pọlọ ní pé comedian nípa máa ń gọ̀ gan.
I don't. I didn't say
Okay,
that.
once you see us on stage like this, cracking just like this, like,
No. I didn't say that, but I'm just.
Yes, I didn't say you didn't say it. Like being a comedian, comedians are always foolish, like they are silly. Like this way, that's the way they are like.
You are the one saying that.
No, now that's what you wanted to say.
No, but you are the one saying
you said it now.
I didn't say it.
Show
me where I said it.
The one also come one also.
Show me where I said it.
You said it now. Everybody just MJ said that he doesn't know that being a comedian that we have sense. You said it, but well,
I didn't say it.
You say
I this is where I trust my editor. He can't put me in trouble by himself. But nevertheless, we are good to go. All right. On a final note,
I'm just joking.
If you could take the best qualities from both old school parenting and modern parenting and combine them into one perfect parenting style, what would that parent look like?
That's just what I said, both parenting, what I commented on. Now just give a mixture of it then. That's how it will be.
All right. So now, bonus question. If you had the opportunity to choose again, would you rather be raised by a strict old school parent or a modern understanding parent? And why?
If I had to choose again, I will blend both together. Yeah. I'll make it a blend. I'll sit on the wall.
Okay.
I'll rather not say I want to, because I want to be more expressive, to talk to my father. I would want to be friend with my dad. I want to be friend with my mom. I want to express myself more than how it used to be. And yes, and I also want the discipline part of it to still be, because I love the fact that there's one thing, like when I see some people do today, the first thing I was just say that, thank God for the way I was brought up. You know, it's not that probably you are in a better place than some people, but when you see stuff that some people do, just be like, alone. Most of us will say, most of us do say that thing, but no, that's the kind of things I we think like should still be. So the disciplinary part of it, I will still take it, but I will not take it to the extreme of being too strict.
Okay. Now, I think those are that's all the questions I really have for you. But let me divert to this.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's come back to Dr. BENGU.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's not be serious right now. There's this trending song of yours. I don't really know it. Can you help us?
I don't know it.
But you did the song now.
I did not do
it. Oh yeah, please.
But
Akunle. But Akunle, we had Joe.
Which of the songs?
The director.
You know, when you have songs going around, you know, you have to be proud. So Orimiu, I this. Actually, that song, I used to tell people most times to just like, I've seen people who wants to invite me for shows and feel like, I want to invite you for performance. You come and perform your song. And I say, Baba, I know be music artist to me say that.
No, but see.
I don't think
Fame can actually come in any way now. So they feel like,
for the fact that I know my capacity to be a comedian, I will still tell them like that one was just a music comedy part of it. You know, basically that doesn't still take away the fact that I'm a comedian, but we can still do music comedy. I still do comedy.
Let me ask you this question before we leave the show today. Do you really believe in the saying that says that some comedians do crack some people's joke?
No, that's normal. No. There are some jokes that we call industry joke. That the industry joke are jokes that are now in the industry. Like that's no now.
Okay, somebody told me something. Somebody told me, and I am here with you.
Who is
So
that person?
I'm coming. Now let me ask
It's
you.
a free flow show. Who is
Yes,
that?
I'm coming.
Oh yeah.
Now let me ask you that some of you guys actually go around
You are not part
same
of us
jokes.
again, Abby.
I'm the host here.
Okay, but
I'm the host here.
But your career aside from the
I'm
host,
the
you are a
host
comedian.
here. Yes, I know I'm a comedian aside from
Okay, so
Minions.
some
Now,
of we
like
guys.
there are some shows that you go to, and before you get there, they had already performed your joke. So most times when you now come, so why are some people doing that?
It's normal now. It's normal. It's an normal thing. You know, that something that is not normal that we have turned into a normal thing. May I still believe Omo Baba used to say something, and that's something I've learned from me. Like now, when you have a joke you have done, copyright it. When you copyright your joke, and now let another person now do that joke, and now land him a lawsuit. Baba, you perform my joke.
Is there a trending MC comedian in Osun State?
Yes, now we have so many. We have so many. We have so many. Jokes apart. Oshogbo used to be, when it comes to entertainment, Oshogbo used to be a place where people feel like the entertainment industry is backward. And nowadays, may I still tell people, compared to how it used to be 7 years, 5 years back, aside from comedy, aside from comedy and events, when it comes to the nightlife, when it comes to entertainment life in Oshogbo presently, it has changed from what it used to be. Like Oshogbo doesn't have a day to rest. We have from Mondays, we have Tuesdays, we have Wednesdays, we have if you want your life to be circulated around going out every day, from Monday to Sunday,
You have
there
a
are
place to
places you can
attend.
go that you waste your life, you spend your whole life there. And if you want to be serious,
But
you
wait,
have
if you
another.
say there are places you can go to waste your life,
Now, I'm
where
not saying
you
waste, as in to if that is where you want to stay
Waste
all
your life.
through.
But now you are able to know those places. Is it that you are?
No, now I'm into entertainment, so probably those are the happening places. So you have to
But
go.
you're always there too.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to go out rest. Well, now.
So
I'm not an.
I know.
I'm not
So
a
are you
full-
trying to tell me now that because you are saying that if you want to waste your life, so
I'm not saying that if you want to waste your life. What I said particularly is those are the places you can go. That if you want to go out from Monday
go and
to
waste your life.
Sunday,
Okay.
to go and just stay there all through. Like if it's entertainment, you want to be drinking from Monday to Sunday. You want to go out from Monday to Sunday. You want to flex from Monday to Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
Oshogbo now, we have different days for you to just do that.
Okay.
And if it's the other thing way around, and if it's another person you want to put in trouble, you can put him. But I didn't do that. You say me.
All right, so I'd like to say thank you, Dr. Bengu, for coming on Free Flow Show. Thank you so very much. It was a very wonderful conversation with you. And I believe
My
to
greatest
that
pleasure.
we're going to be hosting you no time soon. Yeah,
Gracias.
thank you very much.
My greatest pleasure. Gracias.
Thank you. All right, don't worry, we'll bring it. All right, we can't take it more like on the show. It was a wonderful conversation with Dr. Bengu Elias. No condition is permanent. I like to say this in closing. This conversation proves that no generation has all answers. Every parenting style has strengths and weaknesses. Maybe the goal isn't choosing between old school parenting and modern parenting. Maybe it's learning from both and creating something better for the next generation. If you're watching this episode, let us know in the comment section. Old school parenting or modern parenting, which side are you on? Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment on all our social media platforms. It's still RK Records on all platforms. It's Free Flow, where we say it how it is. My name is MJ, and that's all we'll be having on this episode. See you on the other side.